Welcome in.
Thank
What
you.
was it like getting the call that you were going to be joining the staff?
Oh, it was great. You know, I was at the University of Maryland coaching and being an analyst and, trying to make sure I wanted to, get into this coaching life. And the one person that I knew think highly of me, I kind of put it on his mind. And throughout the last year when they were making their national championship run, I would give them some wise words of encouragement and just try to let them know that I'm in the coaching life, and if you do get back into the NFL, I would love to join you. He didn't hesitate. He wanted me to come to Michigan. I didn't want to go to Michigan to anywhere cold, but when he got the job here in California, it was no hesitation.
Yeah, sign you up.
Sign me up.
Sign you up. I mean, you both ended up from the Big Ten out here anyway,
Yeah.
so it worked out. How would you describe your bond with Jim Harbaugh?
It's always going to be a player's coach type of relationship because I have that respect for him. I think highly of him. He's always got the right thing to say,
Yeah.
and when you have a guy like that's played the game, that understands, how players are feeling, what they're thinking in certain parts of the season, you wouldn't want anyone else to work for. So, our relationship has always been good. I've always, taken his messages and tried to just, get it throughout the team. And, it's just exciting just to be back with them, knowing that we want to win. It's always about winning, and it's always about the team. One thing he left me with when I was playing, he used to always say, this game is going to end and your family's going to, think of you as this way, but, when you leave, just make sure you leave with no regrets. And that's one thing that I always carried with me when he said it, was just whatever you do, try to give it your all and be able to live with the outcome.
Having played for him, now coaching with him, when you see him out here though, does it take you back at all to your playing days?
Yeah, it takes me back because I'm used to seeing, him into the quarterback drills, still warming up, still, he wears cleats out here every single day. So the love for the game is always going to be there, and I think that's what you love about him, just his passion and his energy and just him attacking every day with the enthusiasm that it takes to, have a group of guys come together.
You obviously have that firsthand experience playing for him. He got the best out of you, and I think you would probably say that. How is he able to tap in, and now how do you sort of take that and translate that to tapping into your position group?
He brings so many guests, to practice and throughout the building that just shows the relationships and the type of person that he is. When I got the chance to play for him and be, a captain on his team, I just wanted to do it right. I didn't want to let him down, and that's the type of coach he is just, if he's approaching it with the energy the way he does, then I should approach my job and everything else the same way. And, for me as a coach now, I'm just relaying messages and just repeating things that I've heard throughout my career and just, servicing the players. I think that's what coaching is all about, just being available, being able to give the players whatever they need so that they can go out on the field and be as comfortable as they can.
There are a lot of former players on this staff, obviously Jim Harbaugh being one of them as well. What is it like having coaches who can see the game from the perspective that these guys are trying to obtain?
I think, playing the game brings a benefit, and it just allows players to kind of trust your word just a little bit more, and because you saw it, you've done it. I'm just blessed to be received the way I am, just to have the respect throughout the league of, from the way that I played. I didn't know that, I was the best or considered the best, but I played the way I did, the little things the right way, and that's what formed, the respect that I have today. So it's exciting just to, have that vision, that most coaches don't have, being able to relay information, to players in a way that they understand.
What's it like working in this defense?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I would have loved to play in it. It just, it allows players to take onus and be able to make checks and things like that, I didn't get a chance to make when I was playing. And that just shows how much the game is involved. It's been around so long, and people always say the game is the game, but when you dive deeper into it, man, it's some very intelligent things that's going on that you didn't know you can do, and it's just exciting to see.
How would you describe the linebacker room?
Fun, very
a lot of personalities.
A lot of personality, very competitive. They text me all the time. They bust my chops, when I'm up presenting in front of the whole team. They're like, Coach, you said right about 40 times. I'm like, no, I didn't. But it's good just to have a group of guys that can step away from the game and be good people to each other.
Well, when you mentioned busting your chops, Junior Colson told me he likes to give it to you a little bit. You'll put film on, he'll be like, "Ew, looks so grainy." Yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't, but this Generation Z, man, they just have their own way of thinking and don't have any filters. They're going to speak their minds, and it just keeps me young though.
That's good.
I'm retired, but I still have the mindset of a player and being able to be up on the new things and the lingo that these kids are on. So it's been a fun opportunity.
With that being said though, as a player with Junior, how helpful is it knowing that he knows this defense really, really well?
It's helpful, just to have him in the room and fill in the silence. If you ask a question, Junior's going to be the first one to answer, and that's not what we're worried about with the playbook with Junior, right? We want to teach him how to be a pro and show him some things that you kind of got away with in college that you can't really get away with in the NFL. So that's the learning curve for him. But having him in the system and having him able to help other guys and be able to relay messages from a different voice and not just always the coach, I think it's very beneficial for us.
What can you say about Denzel Perryman, obviously a veteran? He's been on the Chargers before, but this is a whole new thing for him. And then Daiyan too, being able to now step into his second year.
Yeah, Denzel, man, he's a leader. He's been a professional since he's walked in the door. Been willing to accept coaching, been willing to get better and ask for corrections, ask for help. That's what you want. A guy that's been in the league that long, you don't see that juice in him as much as you see it in DP. He enjoys being around the guys, he enjoys being around the team, and he accepts coaching, so I have no complaints on DP. And as far as Daiyan, it's my job to get him comfortable, get him confident, believing in his ability to the point that he can go out on the field and execute.
And then lastly, what's kind of your goal with this group now, for your first season, obviously coaching with them as well?
Yeah, I'm not using the first season as an excuse. I coach these guys hard, and I expect all of them to be huge contributors on this team this year. I remind them that I played special teams for at least 5 or 6 years, in the league until I really got to the point where they got some guys in that could kind of fill that spot. But just letting them know, man, that we're the backers on this team. We lead, we set examples, and we play a certain way, and just continuing to just drill that into them, and them being able to receive it has just been a great thing.
Sounds great. Welcome in.
I appreciate it.